Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue with Arithmetic Progression Exercise 5.3, fourth problem. So the problem says how many terms of the AP 9, 17, 25 so on must be taken to give a sum of 636. So here we have A equals 9, then we have D equals 17 minus 9, second term minus first term, the 13 minus 9 will give you 8. And then we have Sn. Okay, so sum to n terms, that is 636. And here we need to find out the number of terms. So that means you take n as question mark. Okay, now we know that the sum of first n terms of an AP is given by Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 to d. Okay, so let me take the same formula here in my next step, and I show you the substitution. So Sn is equal to 636. So just replace it with 636 here. And then n, I don't know the value of n. And then we have a value is 9. And then we have n minus 1 into d value. What is d value? It's 8. Okay, so in my next step, I need to cross multiplication. Okay, so 636 into 2. 636 into 2 equals to n, bracket open. Now this 2 into 9. So 2 9 is 18 plus 8 into n. So it is 8n minus this 8 into minus 1 is minus 8, bracket close, or 636 into 2. Let it be as it is. Okay, don't make any changes. Okay, let it be as it is. There is some changes that we are going to do in my next step. Okay, so now let me take it as it is, equals n into this 18 minus 8 will give you 10. So 10 plus 8n. Okay, or we can write it as 636 into 2 equals, now here I am going to take out 2 as common. So already n is there. So just take out 2 as common here. So what will happen in the bracket? Inside the bracket, you can write it as 5 plus 4n, bracket close. Okay. Now, the next step, we are going to write. So now here, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Okay. So I just cancel this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. Then we have 636 equals to n into 5 plus 4n. Okay, children, right? The next one. So what I do is 636 equals n into 5. So here we have n into 5. So that becomes 5n. And then n into 4, it will be 4n square. So plus 4n square. So 4n square. Now we are going to arrange the terms in my next step. So that gives you 4n square plus 5n minus 636 equals to 0. Okay, we have 4n square plus 5n minus 636 equals to 0. Okay. Now we have to use the method of splitting the middle terms to factorize the given quadratic equation. Okay. So now how we are going to factorize it? Let me show you. So here I'm going to write 4 into 636. Okay, so here we have minus 636. So 4 into 6 minus 636 as such. Then what we do is here we have minus sign. So minus sign, that means we have to get two factors which upon subtraction we should get the middle term. Middle term is 5n. Okay. So for that reason, first time what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize is 636. So two ones are, two threes are, okay, and then we have 2 1 2. Two ones are, so two ones are, two threes are 6, two ones are 2 2. So we are going to do by 636 divided by weight of 3. 3 twos are, and then 3 ones are, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, and then I have this division by 2. So this time it goes by how many times? 2 ones are, 2 ones, zeros are, 2 tens are 20, then 6 are, okay. And then we are going to divide by 2 again. 2 here, 2 5s are, 3s are, okay. Now see how we are going to write the factors. So now if I combine all these, 4 3 2, 4 3 are 12, 12 2 24, 24 2s are, so 24 2s is 48, right? So 48 and 53. So here you give 48n and 53n. So that is minus 48 and plus 53 should give you minus, it will give you plus 5n. Right, children? Okay, so we are going to write that here. So that means 4n square. Let me take it, 4n square. Let me, where is this? So here we have 4n square and then plus 53n minus 48n and then minus 636 equals to 0. Okay. And then next we are going to take down n as the common factor. So let me write that n into 4n plus 53 minus, and then here I can take out 12 as the factor. Okay, 48. So if we can take out 12 as a factor. So if I take 12 as a factor, then we get 4n plus 53 bracket close equals to 0. Or we can write. So now here 4n plus 53, 4n plus 53 is common. So I'm going to take out that common factor. Okay. And here the which one is outside the bracket, that is here n is there. I write it n here. And here we have minus 12 outside the bracket. So we are going to write that one, minus 12. Okay, bracket close equals to 0. Or what we can write is, we are going to individually equate each of the factors to 0. So 4n plus 53 equals to 0. Or n minus 12 equals to 0. Okay. Or what does it use? So here we get n as minus 53 by 4. Minus 53 by 4. Or n is equal to 12. Okay. Now here, since n cannot be negative and also n cannot be a fraction, we have to take n as 12. So here n cannot be n cannot be negative and also a fraction. So we take n equals to 12. Okay, that's it, the answer. So number of terms to be taken is 12. Okay, then I move on to the next question. So we have the fifth question. The first term of the AP is 5. The last term is 45 and the sum is 400. Find the number of terms and the common difference. Okay. So here they given the first term as 5. Okay. That is A, and the last term. Okay. The last term is AN or L. Okay. And then the sum is 400. So SN they given as 400. Okay. And here we need to find a number of terms, that is N we need to find out, and D also we have to find out. Okay, so let us write down that what is given here. So here we have A equals 5 because first term is 5 here, and then we have AN. So AN is also nothing but L, which is nothing but 45. Okay, and then we have SN. So SN is equal to 400, and then we need to find out the number of terms. So that's why N equals to question mark, and then D is also question mark. That's common difference also we need to find out. So now I'm going to use the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n by 2 into a plus L, where L is the last term. So let us write that formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L, where L is the last term. The next step, what I do is I take the same formula here. Okay, I show the substitution. So Sn, I take it as 400 equals to n by 2. A is how much? A we have 5. Last term is 45. Okay. Or we can write it as now 400 into 2. Okay. Equals to n. So here n bracket 50 bracket close. Or I can write n is equal to 40 by 2, 400 into 2 by 50. Or we can do the cancellation here. We have n equals 0, 0 cancels. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. And then we have 5 ones are 5 eights are. Okay. So we get 8 twos are 60. Okay. And then we are going to take the nth term of an AP formula. So we know that nth term of an AP is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now here I'm going to do the substitution. So I copy the same formula here, and then so here we have the an value. Okay. So an you take it as 45 equals, then we have a value. A value is nothing but we have as 5, right? So a as 5, and then we have n value. N value is 16. Okay. Minus 1 into d. So d we have to find out here, correct? So that is we get 45 minus 5 equals, here it is, we have as 15d, or we get it as 40 equals to 15d, or we can write it as d equals, so you can do the cancellation. Okay, I can do a cancellation as 5 3 is a 5 8 is a, okay. So that means I get d equals 8 by 3. 8 by 3. Okay. So here is the value of d. Okay, so done. Then I move on to the next problem. Sixth problem. The first and the last term of an AP are 17 and 350 respectively. If the common difference is 9, how many terms are there and what is their sum? So the first and the last term of an AP are 17 and 350 respectively. That means first term is given to be 17 and the last term they are given to be 350. Common difference is 9. Common difference is 9 means D is 9. Okay. And how many terms are there? How many terms are there means we need to find out n value and what is their sum, that is Sn we need to find out. Okay. So let us write our findings. Here we have A equals 17 and then An. We need to An is equal to L. Okay. Which is nothing but equals to 350. Okay. And then we have the common difference D, right? D equals 9. What we need to find out? We need to find out n equals question mark. And then we need to find out Sn, right? So Sn also question mark. So now for this, I use the formula n term of the AP. So we know that n term of an AP is given by n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Or an value, we know it as 350. 350 equals a value. So a value is 17 plus, and n value we don't know, right? N is question mark, that's why n minus 1 into d value. So we have d value as 9. Okay. Or what I do is I'm going to do subtraction. So 350, 17 is transposed to the LHS. So it becomes minus 17 equals to n minus 1 into 9. Or it's equal to 350 minus 17, which gives you 333 equals n minus 1 into 9. Okay. Or we have n minus 1. Okay, we have n minus 1 is equal to 333 by 9. Okay, or we can write n minus 1 equals to 333 by 9 is 37. Or we can write, next step, I can write n is equal to 37 plus 1 is equal to 38. And then we have Sn formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l, where l is equal to last term. Okay. So I take Sn formula, copy the same formula here. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. Okay. Or I'm going to write it as, so it's equal to, so here I replace n with 38. And then first term I replace it a with 17. And the last term I replace it with 350. Okay. Or it's equal to, or it's equal to 38 by 2 is 19 bracket 17 plus 350 gives you 367, or it's equal to, so here it gives you 6973. 6973. So this is your final answer. Then we have the next question, seventh problem. Find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP in which D equals 7 and 22nd term is 149. So here we have D as 7, right? D equals 7. And then we have A22. So A22 equals 149. And then we have S22. So S22 equals question mark. Now we know that n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So now what I do is I'm going to write down a22. So now here a22. So for a22, I put n as 22, a plus 22 minus 1 into d. D value is 7. Okay. And then next step, a22 we can replace it with 149. So 149 equals, we have a plus 21 into 7. 21 into 7, or this is equal to 149 equals to, then we have a plus 147. Okay, 21 into 7 is 147. We get, or what is a is equal to? A is equal to 149 minus 147. Okay, so that means it's equal to 2. Okay, next step, what I do is we take the Sn formula. So we have Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 to d. Now here I take S22. Okay. S22 is nothing but 22 by 2 into 2a, 2 into, so 2 into 2, n minus 1. So n is 22 minus 1 into d. D value is 7. So it's equal to So 22 by 2 is 11, bracket open, 4, 2 to the 4. And then we have plus 21 into 7, we have, or it's equal to 11 bracket open, 4 plus 147, bracket close, or it's equal to, so we have 11 into 151, or it's equal to 1661, equal to 1661. Or we can also use another formula also, or I'll put here, or method. Okay, now we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L, where L is the last term. So we write here Sn value. So Sn is equal to n, I write it as 22, 22 by 2. A, you write it as 2, and then we have L as the last term as 149. Is nothing but 11. So here 2 by 22 is 11. So it becomes 11 into 151. 11 into 151, which is equal to 1661.